Did you know that the average American throws away 81 pounds of clothes per year? That's like tossing out a suitcase filled to the brim every single month. Quite shocking, isn't it? These numbers illuminate a profound reality of our times. We're living in a world of excess and disposability, where things are often valued more for their novelty than their utility. But thankfully, it doesn't have to stay this way. Imagine if we could raise a generation that truly values what they have. A generation that doesn't see worth in the quantity of their possessions, but in the quality of their experiences. A generation that doesn't equate happiness with the latest gadgets or the trendiest clothes, but with the richness of their relationships and the depth of their gratitude. Welcome back to the Don't Do This guide. Today we are going to embark on an exploration of this crucial topic. We are going to delve into how we can teach our kids and perhaps remind ourselves to appreciate and value the things we have instead of constantly seeking more. In today's discussion, we'll be covering 10 key points from leading by example, emphasizing experiences over possessions, teaching the value of money, encouraging donations and sharing, limiting screen time, practicing gratitude, creating meaningful traditions, educating about the environmental impact, limiting impulsive purchases, to celebrating minimalism. Each of these points offers practical and meaningful ways to nurture a mindset of appreciation and contentment in our children. They provide a roadmap for raising kids who are not just consumers, but also stewards of their resources, their relationships, and their world. This journey we're about to embark on won't be an easy one. It's a path less traveled in our consumption-driven world. But remember, the end goal isn't just about raising kids who value what they have. It's about raising kids who understand the value of their choices, their actions, and their lives. So, if this message resonates with you, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking content. We appreciate your support as we navigate these important conversations together. Now let's dive in. The first step to raising kids who value what they have is to lead by example. It's no secret that our actions often speak louder than our words. When we show respect for the things we own, we are teaching our children to do the same. It's about demonstrating the care we put into maintaining our belongings, showing them that we don't need to constantly buy new things to be happy. It's also about showing appreciation for the smaller things in life, like a home-cooked meal or a walk in the park. These are all ways we can show our children that possessions are not the only source of joy. But it doesn't stop there. Our attitude towards consumption, waste, and sustainability also shapes their understanding of value. So let's start by examining our own habits and attitudes. If we want our kids to value what they have, we must first show them how. The second step is to emphasize experiences over possessions. It's easy to get caught up in the glitz and glamour of the latest gadgets or the newest fashion trends. But how often do we stop to think about the fleeting nature of these material possessions? They break, they wear out, they go out of style. Experiences, on the other hand, stay with us forever. The joy of a family vacation, the thrill of learning a new skill, the warmth of a shared meal with loved ones. These are the things that truly enrich our lives. They help us form connections, build character, and create lasting memories. And unlike material possessions, they never lose their shine. When we prioritize experiences over things, we teach our kids that life's true value lies in moments, not merchandise. Thirdly, we need to teach our kids the value of money. Understanding the worth of a dollar doesn't come naturally. It's a learned skill. It's about showing them that money is a tool, not a goal. A tool that can be used wisely or foolishly. It's about teaching them that every penny they spend is a penny they've worked for, and every penny they save is a penny they've earned. The earlier we start these conversations, the better. Encourage them to save, to budget, to make thoughtful decisions about their purchases. Let them experience the satisfaction of saving up for something they really want, and the disappointment of impulse buying. Teach them the difference between needs and wants, between value and cost. When kids understand the value of money, they're more likely to appreciate and care for the things they have. They'll realize that every item they own is a result of their hard work, time, and effort. Next, we should encourage donations and sharing. When we have items that we no longer need or use, donating them can be a wonderful way to teach our children the value of giving. This not only helps to declutter our homes, but it also brings a sense of satisfaction and joy. In the same vein, sharing is another valuable lesson. When we share what we have with others, we are showing our kids that it's not all about owning things. It's about the connections we make and the joy we can bring to others. And let's not forget, sharing can also be about time and experiences. Spending time volunteering at a local charity or helping a neighbor can teach our children empathy and kindness. These actions are not just about the physical act of giving away things or sharing. They're about instilling a sense of community, compassion, and understanding in our children. By encouraging donations and sharing, we teach our kids the value of giving and the joy that comes from helping others. Another important step is to limit screen time. We live in an age where screens are everywhere, and our children are not immune to their influence. Media and advertising have a powerful impact on kids' perceptions of value and need. They are constantly bombarded with messages that more is better, that they need the latest toys, gadgets, and clothes to be happy and fit in. This can lead to a sense of entitlement and a lack of appreciation for what they already have. But we can counteract this by setting reasonable boundaries on screen time and encouraging other activities that foster creativity, imagination, and a sense of accomplishment. Reading, outdoor play, arts and crafts, and even chores can help children learn to find joy and satisfaction in simple pleasures and achievements. By limiting screen time, we can help our kids develop a healthier relationship with material goods. The seventh step is to practice gratitude. Why, you ask? Because gratitude is the key that unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, and confusion into clarity. It's the simplest yet most powerful habit we can teach our children. It's about pausing to notice and appreciate the things that we often take for granted. It's about slowing down and recognizing the abundance that surrounds us, be it a warm meal, a good friend, or the roof over our heads. And the beauty of gratitude lies in its ripple effect. When our children see us appreciating the little things, they too learn to appreciate what they have. So let's make a habit of saying thank you more often, of acknowledging the good in our lives, and of celebrating the everyday miracles. By practicing gratitude, we can help our kids appreciate the abundance in their lives. And next, we should create meaningful traditions. Traditions are more than just repeated activities. They're the threads that weave the fabric of our families and communities. They provide a sense of belonging, a connection to our past, and a roadmap to our future. Traditions can be as simple as a weekly family game night or as elaborate as an annual camping trip. The key is consistency and meaning. When we engage in these activities, we are not just having fun. We are building memories and values. We are showing our kids that joy can be found in togetherness, not just in material possessions. We are teaching them to value experiences over things, to cherish the time spent with loved ones. This not only strengthens our bonds, but also instills in them a sense of gratitude and appreciation for what they have. By creating meaningful traditions, we can instill a deep sense of value and appreciation in our kids. Another crucial step is to educate our kids about the environmental impact of our choices. Imagine a world where the next generation understands that every product we buy has a story before it reaches our hands. It's a story that often involves extraction, manufacturing, transportation, and finally, disposal. All these steps use up resources, emit carbon, and contribute to the planet's woes. Let's teach our children that when we choose to value what we already have, we're not just saving money, we're also saving the environment. When we repair instead of replace, when we borrow instead of buy, we're taking positive steps towards a more sustainable world. And it's not just about reducing waste, it's also about appreciating nature, encouraging them to spend time outdoors, to plant a tree, or to grow their own food, can foster a deep love and respect for our planet. By educating our kids about the environmental impact, we can help them make more responsible and sustainable choices. The 10th step is to limit impulsive purchases. Now, this can be a tough one. We live in an age where everything is just a click away, and advertisements are everywhere, tempting us with the latest and greatest. But here's the thing. Buying on a whim often leads to regret, waste, and a disregard for the value of things. So how can we teach our kids to resist the allure of impulse buys? One way is to encourage them to think before they buy. Ask them questions like, do you really need this? Have you thought about this purchase for at least a day? Could this money be better spent or saved? We can also implement a waiting period for purchases. This gives kids the time to really consider if they want or need something, rather than just buying it because it caught their eye. By limiting impulsive purchases, we can teach our kids to value and appreciate the things they have. Finally, we should celebrate minimalism. This doesn't mean we have to live with just 10 items or move into a tiny house, although those are valid choices for some. Rather, minimalism is about embracing the idea of enough. It's about understanding our needs versus our wants and finding contentment with what we have. When we celebrate minimalism, we're not just teaching our kids about the value of things, but the value of space and time. A clutter-free home means less time cleaning and organizing, and more time for meaningful activities. A minimalist lifestyle can also foster creativity, as it encourages us to make the most of what we have instead of constantly seeking new things. By teaching our kids to appreciate simplicity, we are equipping them with the tools to resist the pull of consumerism. By celebrating minimalism, we can help our kids find joy and contentment in simplicity. Raising kids who value what they have isn't easy, especially in our consumption-driven world. Indeed, it's a challenge that requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to swim against the current. Throughout this video, we've explored 10 ways to approach this task, each offering a unique perspective on how to cultivate a sense of appreciation and respect for what we have in our children. Leading by example is the first step. Our actions often speak louder than our words, so demonstrating a conscious and thoughtful attitude towards our belongings can go a long way. By emphasizing experiences over possessions, we can shift the focus from having things to creating memories. Teaching the value of money is also crucial. Helping our kids understand that every item has a cost and that it's important to make thoughtful decisions about what we buy. Encouraging donations and sharing not only helps others, but also teaches our children that the things we own are not just for our own use, but can bring joy and benefit to others as well. Limiting screen time can reduce the influence of materialistic messages from the media, while practicing gratitude helps foster a positive and appreciative mindset. By creating meaningful traditions, we can build a sense of continuity and value that transcends the material. Educating about the environmental impact of our consumption habits can instill a sense of responsibility and care for our planet. Limiting impulsive purchases teaches patience and deliberation, and celebrating minimalism can show that less can indeed be more. The potential benefits of raising a generation that values what they have are immense. More than just reducing clutter and waste, this approach can foster a sense of contentment, responsibility, and respect for the resources we have. It can lead to more fulfilling lives, characterized not by what we own, but by who we are and how we contribute to the world. So let's take these steps together towards a future where our kids, and indeed all of us, value what we have. It's a journey worth undertaking. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.